Good luck.
Good
So
luck. I want to drink just because you said that.
so like I've been with women my whole life. Though. I grew up in a hair salon. My mom owned a hair salon. I have two moms. I have a mom and a stepmom. I have four sisters. I always had best friends that were girls. I went to prom with one of my best friends. I always had a group of friends that were girls that were my best friends. I'm very much like Michael Sartain, where I have a big group of girls that are my friends. Pre-selection is huge to me in this world, and so like, I truly attribute every part of my success, not financially, with women, all of it, to my group of women friends. Like I would have never made it to where I am today if it wasn't for that network. So that's why I push so hard to make the women better, but also I preach to men to be more with women.
I think the women would be better if the men were better.
Dude, so true. And I always think the same thing. Like like Justin Waller always says, women fall into their feminine role when a man is in his masculine role, but men aren't in their masculine role.
It's just the thirst, and again, it all goes back to fat women.
Yeah, they're raised up too high,
dude. It all goes back to fat chicks, because when you got a bunch of, like, literally in America, 70% of the people are either obese or overweight. Right?
That's such a crazy number, bro.
70%. If I told you there's a 70% chance you go outside, you get hit by a car, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't go outside.
You wouldn't go outside,
no,
right?
I wouldn't.
So you got these ham planets fucking waddling around, and then you got these regular girls that are not even fat, but they're not even that cute, because like beautiful women are rare. And now you have this situation where these women are artificially beauty. It's like fat women inflation. They make the other women more attractive, and you know what that causes? That causes male thirst. Yeah. And the male thirst is the number one problem with America. In America, the problem with the dudes is male thirst. There's too much thirst for bitches that are not worth it. Straight up not worth it.
Liking pictures of the girls that they're never going to smash. That's the thing that bothers me the most. I always get onto them about liking pictures. Like, I hate it more than anything. It's a form of simping to me. It's just if you're liking any pictures. It is so haram, bro. Guys, if you are liking any fucking pictures, and if I catch you doing it, guys in Discord, I will catch you. I try to find y'all every time. Yeah, I got a story for you, man. Or I got a question. Well, no, I got a story. So, like on May 21st, you went on a show with Fresh and Fit, and that was the Justice League episode. And I just got a big shout out to you, bro. Because if it wasn't for that episode, if it wasn't for you at the very end, with whenever you mentioned that, because they went around the table and they asked every guy, what can men do to do better, or like change their life, and you said buy the ClickFunnels books by Russell Brunson, and you literally changed my life. If it wasn't for that shit, bro, I would not have made the moves to buy the domains and do all the stuff that I did to make this show.
Really?
Yeah,
it started in May.
Yeah, well, like that's when I literally bought the domains right after I saw that. I bought anything that was around Purple Pill Pod or anything like the Purple Podcast. I bought a bunch of domains because that's just what I do whenever I first get into anything, and it's just like that was like, all right, I'm sealed deal here. Now we're about to start building. And then I started building. It took me months to build this studio. It took me 2 or 3. I was paying rent here for like 3 months because I was so nervous to start before I finally got everything set up and I did it. And but yeah, dude, if it wasn't for you just showing me like that model and how like profitable it can be if I do it correctly and stuff, I would have never made the jump. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Rollo always gives me shit about that day because I was hanging.
You were drunk as hell.
Yeah, because I was drunk, but I wasn't that drunk. But the reason, because you just had him in studio. It's fucking Sterling Cooper, right? So we're going out with Sterling, and Sterling is like, "It's 12 o'clock. Let's get caipirinhas," And the caipirinhas is like the super strong Brazilian drinks. Are like,
oh, I know, with the sugar cane in it.
Yeah, it has like 151.
Dude, they're so good. Yes, I love those.
151 at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh no!
And Sterling's like, caipirinhas around the house, right? Hanging out with Tristan Tate too much. So, anyways, long story short, I don't drink in Japan that much. I probably drink
lightweight,
just once or twice a month. I'm really dialed in with the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
changing dudes' lives. And so I'm here, I'm drinking, I'm having a good old time. And then next thing you know, it's like 6 o'clock and I'm fucking sloshed, But I went viral on that video. that during that Justice League thing, I went completely viral on like, I forget, it was like some TikTok, but it got like a couple like million views.
I don't even remember that show at all. I don't remember anything memorable. I wonder what it was that you said that was so memorable.
Something about
It's so random what goes viral sometimes. Like the clip that I just had to get 1 million views. It was like, what the fuck? Like, why? That was not even that big of a deal, guys.
on your channel.
Yeah, and it was just like I couldn't believe that it did that. But yeah, it's crazy how some of how the algorithms work. So it feels random as hell sometimes. But then again, sometimes it just might be resonating at that exact moment for most men or something. Like it's super weird.
It's weird. I mean, these fucking people up there on YouTube. What the fuck you people up to? We don't even know what you're up to there.
Yeah, we can't control anything.
You know.
I wanted to know where are you originally from, though. I know that you live in Japan now, but let the guests know where are you from, and how did you get to where you're at right now, from like there where you started to where you are now.
It's a long story. I'm 37, but long story short, my mom's from Trinidad and Tobago, and then my dad picked her up on the beach down there. He was like in his 40s. She was 18.
Oh
He
wow.
scooped her, and they got pregnant, and then they came to the States. And then I was born in Miami, and then some shit happened, went down. Like he left when I was little, like less than one, and so then I was raised by like a single mom. I have my brother and sister, and it was just me and my brother and sister, and my mom. Right, my brother and sister are from two different fathers too. So I grew up raised around all women too, but it was like really tumultuous. That's why I think I'm gonna have a gift of like understanding women better than the average guy because I was like raised by them. I was raised by a bunch of Cuban nannies, fucking turmoil all the time, some kind of drama, screaming, crying, fighting with each other. It was like a zoo, man. I saw fucking female insanity. Like, women need a man to ground them.
They do, yeah.
Around them.
Yeah.
To be like, listen, bitch, calm the fuck down. Like, it's gonna be okay. And
you
then
can't let your emotions lead your life. Yeah,
dude, it's unbelievable how like and it's chicks, bro. Like how these other chicks will just sabotage their chicks too. Like when a group of girls like be around a good girl, they know the girl is like a good girl, low body count. They'll fucking conspire, be like, no, come over here, suck this guy's dick, do this shit, do that.
Hey, let's go on a girls trip.
Let's go on a girls trip.
Let's go have a girls night.
Because they're jealous, They like
they want to sabotage it.
They want her to be a dirty hoe too. But I seen all that those inside things about female nature. And then, so I grew up in Miami for 13 years, and then we left and we moved to Orlando. When we moved to Orlando, we lived like on the outskirts of the school zone for Winter Park. If you've ever been to Winter Park, Orlando, it's fucking gorgeous. It's like
I've never been there.
It's pristine, it's clean, it's like all rich white people, and we lived right on the outskirts of the school district. Like we were like right on the edge between that and me going to some ghetto ass school. So I went to Winter Park. So I was poor at home, but I'll go to Winter Park and I just see like kids like 15 years old getting their driver's permits, getting like fucking BMWs. And I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why do these people have money and I don't have money? Like, why do they have it? Right. And at first I was like, is it because they're white and I'm fucking brown? Is it like this? Is it that? And I was just trying to just figure it out. And I just became obsessed with because we grew up poor, like really, really poor. There were times where like if I got $2.50 to get a Chick-fil-A sandwich, that like made my week. You know what I mean? Because we would have food at home and shit, but like,
it was ramen and shit.
Dude, if that, the fridge was often bare. You know what I mean? I grew up really fucking poor, dude. It sucked. It sucked so bad. I've been working since I was 15 years old. And so I just was just like, I wanted to get this monkey of poverty off my back. So, I just started, I've been a hustler. I've worked like over 30 jobs. Like, dude,
I'm just like you. I've had way too many jobs like that.
Yeah, dude, but it's like
that's how you learn.
You really sample a lot of data quickly and be like, this ain't for me, but this is, and you kind of create like this hybrid. How old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay, yeah. I hit it off when I was 33, but I didn't start out seriously until I was 33 either. So you're definitely ahead of the pack. But yeah, looking at that, man, just like growing up poor sucked, man. I used to see my mom crying over bills and like, you're like a 13-year-old boy and just like feel so fucking angry and helpless, and you're like, watching your mom cry and you're like, where's my fucking dad? Like, and yeah, all this shit, right? And so I just decided like I just was gonna fucking really work hard and like get a job. I thought like the blue pill way, like go work hard, get a job, then you'll be rich, right?
The slow way.
Yeah, that was retarded. So I went to college, graduated in psych. Was planning to go to Japan, but then like had a group of fucking shitty friends that would always like make fun of me and be like, "Oh, look at this guy, so he's gonna go to Japan. You need sushi every day, all this shit." they would talk all this shit, and it kind of, this is why I'm really big on my guys, telling them like, you got to be careful who you spend time around. Whoever you spend time around, and whoever your girl spends time around, that's gonna affect you and your relationship.
Very true.
If your girl starts hanging out with hoes, your girl is gonna start hoeing.
Mm-hmm.
If your girl starts hanging out with girls who fucking go to the gym, your girl is gonna start going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and same thing for men too. So, you know, I was around these people that didn't believe in me, and I was just like, man, you know what, man, fuck these people, bro. So I whipped out my resume and I aggressively applied. I was 26 years old. I remember one day I just quit my corporate job and I was just like, fuck this, bro. Fuck everybody. I'd rather just go hard, go for my dreams, and potentially like die in Japan failing than to live a life of mediocrity.